Is there an end to malaria, or is it an eternal curse? Now, let me give you some statistics. Malaria has been ravaging the world for thousands of years, and it was discovered as early as 2700 BC. And even currently, the statistics show that malaria accounts for about 600,000 deaths globally every year. And out of that 600,000, 95% of that population is contributed by Africa, and of which 75% of those individuals are children less than 5 years of age. And Nigeria contributes about 32% to that number. So why have we come to accept malaria as a norm? And why do you keep on treating malaria every few months? Some persons is as frequent as every month. Even after treating, when you go for a malaria parasite test, you still see 1 plus, showing that the malaria parasite is still there. Is there no permanent cure for malaria? These are questions that I have asked personally. And I can remember vividly while in pharmacy school, I asked my lecturer a direct question. And then I was like, why is it that in the cases of measles and chickenpox, which are viral infections, that once you contact those infections once, it's like you are protected for life. Your body produces antibodies that protect you for life. But in the case of malaria, even though the body produces antibodies, you can still come down with the same malaria again very frequently. So what is the reason for that? Of course, he gave the scientific explanation, which is when the plasmodium parasite is in the blood, they tend to change their protein very frequently. So the immune cells, they are not able to catch up with the change in those proteins and all that. All right, all good. But is it that we are so comfortable now and we are just handicapped? So if you check the life cycle of a malaria parasite, which is plasmodium, when it gets injected into the bloodstream, they don't cause immediate infection. They are transported down to the liver. So when they get to the liver, they stay there for some days and then they begin to reproduce. They undergo asexual reproduction, and then when they become mature, they burst out of the liver and then they go into the blood to infect the red blood cells. All right. So that's when they begin to cause all the symptoms you see: headache, bitter mouth, high fever, and the rest. But some of those plasmodium parasites that go to the liver, they don't come back into the blood. They just remain dormant there. It's like they're in a sleep mode, right? So when you take an anti-malaria, most of these anti-malarials